Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for this week's Team Intelligence Hints and Tips updates to help unify your team. I'm Greg Boas, CEO of Boas and Associates and also the creator of the Team Intelligence model. This week I wanted to have a chat with you about something pretty simple, something important to teams, and that is the secrets to team happiness. I believe there are two key secrets to ensuring the happiness of your team. It's a subject that's quite commonly debated, and I'm yet to actually see anything or read about anything that's actually sustainable long term. It's interesting that as leaders of our teams and working with teams as perhaps a team leader, as a manager, we have the challenge of actually working out how our staff are motivated, and whether that be via praise, via awards, via days off, via just a simple thank you. And by understanding these types of personality traits, it can really put you a lot closer to where your staff will feel that camaraderie and that team unification, and to feel that sort of happiness a lot more longer term. But there's something else to that. There's actually two other things. Anthony Robbins, if you know of him, he's a famous peak performance coach, and he's trained some of the most famous people in the world. He's coached some of the most famous people in the world. And one thing that he developed was a thing called human needs psychology. Now, without going into all of that today, that's not the point of today, but there are two things that are part of that. And he says that if the four needs of the personality are met, then the two needs of the spirit, or the secrets to happiness, can actually be achieved. So if you can ensure that the personality needs of your team members are met, then you've then got access to those other two. And if you can teach your team that, and ensure that they're running themselves by this, knowing this, and ensuring that they're actually doing these things, it will ensure that there's more happiness for them in the workplace, and obviously in their life as well. So let's get on to these two things. The first one is the need to grow. As human beings, we need to grow. We need to be challenged. We need to find new areas to, new hobbies. We need to be challenged and constantly, because what happens is that if we don't actually find a challenge and we stay the same, we'll generally just exist in a bubble, in a comfort zone. And with too much of that becomes too much certainty, we become bored, and ultimately we will become depressed. The other important thing for this, especially in a team environment, is that teams are so dynamic, and so is business, and we need to keep that challenge actually happening. So I want you to ask yourself, how are you challenging your team, but also at the same time giving them the support that they actually need. So knowing that it's okay that if they try something new, they may not get it right first time, but hey, if they've learnt from it and they can move on, fantastic. The second need that they need to actually to cover, or to satisfy, I should say, is the need to contribute. Now, our need for contribution beyond ourselves, as I said, is a human need. And that actually extends back to the Stone Age. Why it's important is that if we just focus on ourselves, it becomes a very insular world. It's a bit like if we're not getting challenged. So by contributing to our team, we're actually doing service to others, and that's an important thing, and it needs to be done in teams constantly and consistently to ensure that that happiness level is up here rather than sort of down here or waving. So just a quick recap, the two secrets to happiness in your team, besides meeting the needs of their personality, are to be challenged, and I mean by extending their comfort zone, trying new things, new skills, and then the second is to contribute. Now that could be through grabbing the coffee for the team that day, offering some skills outside of work, whatever it is that might be helping, but also might be to organise some social work drinks or something like that. So anyway, guys, I trust that that's been of interest. If you're interested in how the team intelligence diagnostic can help identify the problems or issues that are existing in your team, please feel free to get in contact with us. Visit our website, www.boasandassociates.com, or give me a call on 0405 298 232. Till next week, thanks for watching.